What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Moving on Purpose. I'm your boy Chris.
Welcome back. It's your boy Jarrell.
Yes,
back
sir.
at it, my boy. How you living?
Sir. I'm Gucci, man. How you?
Chilling, bro. How the week been treating you?
Shit, man. It's been a good week. It's been a good week, you know. Well, it's been an alright week.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. It's been an alright week.
No cap for the camera now.
All right, we ain't gonna cap. We good on working out, exercise, everything. Fell back on the eating. So it's actually, I stopped keeping track of the Project 50. Mm-hmm. I'm probably start again Monday because I just stopped tracking everything for real. But just still practicing regular routine stuff, just not, as persistent as like every day type of thing. But
what's some things from the Project 50 joint that you still incorporate, even though you might have fell off from the whole thing?
So the reading has been good. Cause like that was a habit I was like falling off on, but every morning now I read at least. I set a timer for like 30 minutes and then get through that. Mm-hmm. The working out was like on and off, but it's been more consistent now. The journaling I still haven't done. In the book I'm reading now, I'm reading The Compound Effect.
Okay.
It was just like, make it like, just focus on one area. You want to journal instead of trying to like make it like, today was that, like just like jotting down random things, but like just journal one area,
like consistently over time.
Yeah. So focus on one area and then journal that, and then I think that makes it easier to stay on track because you're not trying to summarize your whole day. You just like,
that's my thing with journaling. Like I never knew what I had to journal about. Am I writing about my feelings, what happened during the day, my progress? Like, what am I doing?
Exactly. So that's one thing. It's like just whatever area it is for you. Like, you're trying to save money. Like, today I spent such and such on this, or today I did it and I saved this much. But just like journaling on one part. Mm-hmm. So I think, cause I had like one of these little notebooks and like, instead of, cause I want to have it like on me. So I'm gonna have like it's like a little pocket size journal. Yeah. And anytime I get a thought, I'll just like, write it down, like pertaining to that. But so yeah, that's one thing I need to pick up that I haven't picked up with the Project 50. Waking up early, it's kind of a cheat because I got to get up for work anyway.
Yeah,
so,
you be up early, huh?
Right. So, but waking up early was definitely one, and that's probably most of the things from Project 50 for us.
And that's good. Like, I feel like even if like you set out to go and achieve those like 50-day challenges or whatever, it's still something you could take away even if you don't do it.
Right.
So
for sure. But yeah, that was pretty much my week. Still just gearing up for Columbia,
Yes, sir.
It's coming up slowly but surely. Definitely. We was talking about shooting an episode out there, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, how was your week, man?
Columbia episode coming soon.
Yes, sir.
The week was cool, bro. I did everything I needed to do. It's just one of them slug it out weeks. Right. It's like I ain't want to do nothing I had to do, but I just had to do it for real. I rewarded myself 2 weeks ago by preparing, so I took off on Friday. Nice. I used that day to just get like a bunch of little things around the house done. I ended up on like an NBA game last night. What game was it? It was lit, Magic versus Nets. It actually wasn't like the game was ass. Yeah. But yeah, great. The season was crazy. Like the season's popping. Best season I've ever been at. So that joint was dope. But yeah, and I took Monday off, so I'm just trying to. I did an alignment check this week, and really like it was like, cause like I feel like I'm doing good, I'm making good progress towards my goals, but I know I'm still like bullshitting here and there.
What's an alignment check? That sounds interesting.
So an alignment check for me personally, I thought about what I wanted in terms of like how I wanted my lifestyle to look, what I wanted to be doing daily and how I wanted to grow, and I looked at the actions I was doing towards that. So I had the actions I was doing that aided that, because one of the things I do, I don't give myself enough credit sometimes, so I wanted to make sure I marked that down. But then I also marked down the things that I was doing in my routine that wasn't aiding to where I want to go. For example, like I be watching too much nonsense on YouTube, right? So I got like my YouTube feed is just terrible right now. I gotta cleanse that out. You feel me? Like things like that. Me not being as consistent with my reading as I want to be, because like I consider myself to be a reader. I love reading, but I just haven't been consistent with it lately. So just things like that. Not keeping up with like the market and financial news as I would like to moving forward. So just making sure, like I get myself, I'm like, all right, get it all out your system, because it's time to lock in. So I'm on that time. But other than that, it's been a good week, bro. I did everything I needed to do for real.
That's what's up, man.
But yeah, bro.
Now, is that something like, Is that something you came up with yourself, or you have a template that you like, yo, this?
Nah, I stole it from somewhere. I just don't know where. You know, I read so much stuff and look up a lot of stuff. I forgot exactly which book it was, but they definitely recommended just making sure like your actions are following where you want to go.
So alignment check, that's
alignment check is dope. Just a little tap in. I mean, I'm sure everybody does it. It's
some form of it. But I don't think I heard it like in those terms.
Yeah, I put it in my notes and everything. I fuck with alignment check. Made me feel real.
At first, you know what I'm saying? Yo, don't get on me. I'm thinking you talking about your car. I'm thinking you went to get your alignment.
It was a lot. Yeah, fact.
I'm like, oh, you about to get your tires rotated? He's like, nah, I had to. I'm like, oh, what's an alignment? Nah, I feel that.
Nah. That shit, they do got real alignment checks.
Nah, word up.
Yeah, I feel that shit.
Your tires are balded, get an alignment check. Your life fucked up, too. The alignment check, you feel me? Double entendre, come on, man.
I'm dead.
Nah, no cap, nah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
But yeah, I know going into this episode, we wanted to touch on abundance.
Yeah, for sure.
Speaking about exactly what that means to us. And honestly, personally, I had a hard time. I told you earlier, I had a hard time coming up with this because you hear abundance so many times and it's thrown around a lot on like social media and just all forms of content that you like research. So it messed me. I didn't know what abundance meant because so many people use it differently.
Yeah, it's kind of like one of those terms that just tossed around is like, abundance mindset.
Yeah, abundance mindset.
What is it?
What is that?
Yeah, like what does it tangibly mean? So I think that's what we're gonna try to do here, just like discuss it, how we perceive it, and like how you can live it yourself too.
For sure. So starting it off with this quote that I got from Emily Boynton from the Right as Rain blog or something. She says this about abundance, and I think she like puts it well into words. An abundance mindset is when you believe that there are plenty of resources for everyone. Changing your perspective won't change your current realities of your life, but what it can do is change your behavior. I'm gonna say it one more time for the people in the back. An abundance mindset is when you believe there are plenty of resources for everyone. So that's abundance, right?
Right.
To go on to Emily's point, changing your perspective won't change the current realities of your life, but what it can do is change your behavior. How you feel about that?
I like that.
First off, just breaking down what abundance means.
Right.
Like, do you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, it's basically like, yo, just that saying, like, yo, just because you see a lot of bread in the aisle, like, doesn't mean you can't sell your own bread. Like, you got Wonder Bread, you got a lot of different Wonder Bread. Everybody know Wonder Bread. I know. I used to use Dave's bread. That's like some low carb. They got protein in it, but
I use the ShopRite bread.
Yeah, ShopRite bread. Not work, but like, basically, like, yo, it's a lot of room for everyone. Yeah, I agree with that. Like, it's just having a
That's what I'm saying. It's not that easy.
Yeah, right. Because you're gonna keep using the same words
to describe
the words. So I'm trying to like get out of that, but just
for me, I thought like not to like cut off your train of thought,
go ahead.
I just thought like with abundance, I always thought it was just thinking like more or just like never sweating the small things because you understand that there's more coming for you.
For sure.
And that, I guess, is like what it means and
what
it's perceived as. But I also feel like I had lost sight of the meaning because I tend to not use the term abundance. I say just thinking positively. Not just thinking like, every problem has a solution and you can find your way out. And I think an abundance overlaps with that, but I think it more so incorporates that like plentiful for everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I think it's like it's because sometimes we could like basically like the saying like, yo, don't be crying over spilled milk. Like, yo, you could like something could happen, but it's like if you keep that abundance mindset, like, all right, I know more's coming. You're not limited to this. Like like just not being attached to things.
Copy.
So you can lose something, but it's like before you had that, you feel me? That thing came along through abundance, So it's like if you lose whatever it is, there's gonna be more coming type of thing. So
and we're gonna get into. I'm glad you said that. I want to touch on that a little bit later, but breaking down the quote a little bit more when it talks about like changing your current perspective, right? It won't change everything in your reality that's happening, but what it will do is adjust your behavior.
Right.
And me personally, that made me think of something. Like I remember, like I had just started working my job. I'm still living at this is like 2019. I'm still living at my parents' house. I'm working my first job. I fresh out of college. I just graduated. And I'm starting to understand how much money I really owe college. And I'm like, they starting to plan it out and I'm starting to have to repay it. And I get my repayment plan for the federal loan in my pop's name. And that joint is like crushing. It's crushing. I'm like, bro, mind you, I had already built this future about how I'm gonna get my first house. I'm gonna pay off my debt. I'm gonna do all this stuff. But then I got like my father's debt and like I just shut down. Bro. I was like, bro, I don't know what to do. Yeah. But then something changed. Like like I said, I always like am a positive thinker. So I just started thinking of different ways to actually make it happen. And then thank God we ended up getting a pause. But even if that was not to happen, I found the solution. So I just feel like just sticking it through and like, I still struggle with abundance, but it overlaps with like positive thinking for me in terms of like, not everything is over when it's over.
Nah, I feel that. I mean?
When it seems like it's over.
I feel that. Cause it's like, can you remember like when, like let's say high school, you remember whatever time it was, but like you remember when you got like your first $1,000?
Yeah.
And it just felt like, yo, I got $1,000.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, and I think like, it's just like, at that time, that was like, yo, that's crazy right now. You feel me? But I just feel like life, cause you used to see adults and be like, dang, how do they figure this out? Like, how are they buying houses? How do they buy a car?
Bro.
And I feel like throughout life, it just unfolds itself like. And it just, like, although, like, we're looking forward to doing these things, or like, we're planning it out, but through life, it just unfolds, I feel like, subconsciously, like, along with us planning it out. But I don't think it'd be like, yo, you wouldn't be looking to say, I mean, it's people out there, anomalies, like, you could be 1,800,000, but it's just with time, I think time unfolds it, basically, you know, so knowing that, just having what's the word I'm looking for? Having like break it down this thought.
Man. That's what I'm saying. It's me all week trying to think about this.
So, but what I'm saying is like, it's like it'll unfold itself basically. Like, yo, like if you was to stay there, like stay down with like, yo, this debt, damn man,
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't be getting through it, but like you're allowing time to like really like, you know, you're thinking like, all right, I'm out of college, I have this debt, but now it's like, all right, having an abundance mindset is just okay. I have work, I have like, it's time, like you can take care of it basically, you know?
Just finding like a way to maneuver it throughout time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but that takes a certain amount of focus, right? So I could like put my focus all towards just like the fact that I have debt and like, damn, I gotta pay this off, I'm gonna do this. But then I could just like tunnel my vision into, all right, I'm just gonna pay this debt off. Instead of thinking like, yeah, I got debt, but I could also have a little bit of fun.
Right, exactly.
And I could also save a little bit. Exactly. So how can I make all that shit work? That's what I think of like, that's at least what I think abundant thinking comes into in terms of just like knowing that you can do more despite your situation. That's why I think that second half of the quote is like, yeah, you could think positive or think abundance or whatever and like manifest and do all that shit, right? But it may not change anything right now.
That's a fact.
But it will help you start taking steps to make those changes. At least that's what I'm interpreting through the quote. And then like I've experienced that through real life. Like, if you think something is possible, like to get out of, you will find a way.
Sure.
But if you just think like, damn, this is it.
Is it?
Yeah, you're gonna be stuck there. You end up where your mind focuses on.
Right. The thought process behind it literally is like the reality, because it's you make it reality. Like whatever your mindset is your reality. Like you could be like down bad, but if your mindset is out, like not in that moment, you see your way out. Vice versa, you could be all the way up, but if your mindset is like down bad, you down bad, because it's like you living that through your mind, your perspective. Like,
and I think it's funny because I have seen people in a bunch of different like scenarios with different mindsets, and it's interesting to see like the outcomes, right? Because I have seen people who are like affluent with decent resources to themselves, and just have like such a negative mindset in terms of, like they think they're about to lose it all, and trying to protect everything instead of enjoying what they worked for at least a little bit. You know what I mean? So, and then they end up having like a loss. Like you ever heard the saying like if you say you put money away for a rainy day happens? I kind of think it's like that, like just having intention with the actions that you're doing. You know what I mean?
I feel that.
So.
I feel that.
It's all about like I really don't know what it's all about, honestly. right. But it's all about just like trying to make that, keep those solutions open for real.
Nah, definitely, cause, and it's tricky with abundance, cause it's a thin line, cause like, definitely having an abundance is like just detaching yourself from everything.
Yeah.
But you still need the discernment to be like, all right, this ain't YOLO for real. You feel me? You ain't about to just, I'm living in abundance, so now I could max out my credit card.
And that's where I started tripping with abundance, because I feel like everyone, just not everyone, but like the way I see it is as an excuse.
Right.
Because people would be like, oh, it's just, people either say it's just money or the money coming back anyway.
Yeah, that's the biggest one. Get it right back.
You will, right? But you could have kept some of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So I feel like, I think it's good. It is like a fine line, because it's like you want to have that mentality, so when you take a loss, you're not like in shambles.
Right.
But you still gotta have that discipline and not just like ball out all the time. Yeah. There's definitely a time and a place. I'm not against having fun.
Right. You wanna take a good L. You feel me? You wanna take an L in pursuit of a W. If you can't take an L in pursuit of an L. So that's an L that you can live with. That's like, all right, having abundance, like, yo, you just, let's say you're doing a house flip or something. Like, yo, flipping this house and then it ain't work out. The numbers ain't work out. It's like, damn, all right, I'm 10,000 out. All right, but reverse on the other side, it's like, yo, I'm about to go cash out at the mall or something. It was like, now you 10,000 out, but it was never an upside. You ain't learned a lesson.
Bunch of stuff,
right, you just got stuff, right? So it's like, that's not the abundance we said. It's like, yo, having the abundance to detach yourself, like, yo, what if the L happens? What if you lose something? Like, it's like, yo, you're gonna lose it, like, no matter what. Whether it's this time, the 5th time, or the 10th time, like, life's gonna take it from you. Like, it's life fees. You gotta pay your life tax, basically. Like, you can't avoid that. Life tax, bro. You can't avoid the L's. Like, the L's are coming. So,
but even that though could be a form of limited and scarcity thinking, right? Like, the L's are coming regardless.
They're coming.
I agree though. I agree. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to find the line. Right. What is the positive thinking versus the realistic, like, actualities of life? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you're saying the L's are coming can be like a negative way of thinking, or like you're making the L. I think it's embracing yourself. Bad. I don't.
That's the part that I struggle with, because I hear people talk about the same thing, where it's like, I have that same type of approach where I'll brace myself as something negative just to limit the impact that it has on me, right? But by bracing yourself, you're putting out that it's gonna happen when it possibly could never happen. So that's one of the things I struggle with abundance.
It's gonna happen. I agree. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna. But see,
I could be wrong. You think
right? You feel what I'm saying?
I could be wrong, but I got the L's down for coming, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Now, if y'all think otherwise, let us know in the comments how you feel about that. But I don't know. I just see it as like with everything. It's like the L's come. I don't know one area where it's like, yo, just W's all the way through.
Nah, I totally agree. But I'm just trying to, I hear people say that as well.
Yeah, like, I definitely know
putting you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Because you putting it out there, so you're gonna attract it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know how to counter that, cause that could be true. I guess you don't focus on them.
Yeah.
But just knowing, like, it's just so like you could prepare yourself, not prepare yourself in a sense like, yo, like, you want to cross your T's, dot your I's for sure, but you can't focus on that. Like, you need to focus on having a greater chance at a W than a lesser chance at a L.
Yeah.
So I think focusing on the upside is more important than the protection side. And I think that's just my philosophy. Like, you don't want to just, be out here just
That's something I used to do too. Like, whenever an opportunity came up, I would immediately think about all the work and all the negatives and like the things I have to do to make it happen instead of the potential outcome. So I think that's also, that's one thing that I used to struggle with that I'm doing better with now. But I also feel like, in terms of abundance, a lot of people say you can't have your cake and eat it too. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a phrase where it's like, obviously you work hard, but you'll never get to enjoy the fruits of your labor. And I feel like that's a limiting mindset.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you can find ways to do both. I'm literally doing both now, building and having fun.
For sure. I think you can have your cake and eat it too.
And I think that's like just like a piece of the abundance too. Just like finding ways to make it happen. Like, I always say, Work or fun? Like people always say work or fun. I say both.
Right,
I got sold
right.
that from a book too. I forgot which book.
Right.
I think it was The Millionaire Mindset.
Oh,
he was like,
okay.
there was
Right.
like, people do this or this. I choose both.
Right.
That ain't opened my mind. I was like,
why not both?
why
right?
can't I have both?
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
so I feel like once you open up that possibility, like I said, you'll just find a way.
No, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. But yeah, having an abundance mindset, man.
What are some things that you struggle with, like the abundance mindset, personally?
Personally, what do I struggle with abundance mindset? I would say. What you was about to say?
Like I said, if you need more time, I could go.
Yeah, go first.
I got some shit thought out already. Like work personally, I have like a real scarce mindset there, because like whenever it'll pop up, I'll get like this dreading feeling that I try to like work away with like meditation and stuff, and it does help.
Right.
But I'll get this feeling like, damn, I'm locked in here for like this amount of time,
Right.
and I don't have this time is for work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it just it creates this limited mindset where it's like I don't have enough time for myself. So therefore, like to cope with working, I may want to just like have fun after work instead of like putting in more time to things that could get me further, because I'm coping for that lack of fun or that mindset that I'm having while I'm at work.
Okay.
Where in the actuality, I can be doing mad things at work. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, I'm like, fuck, I'm at work.
Right.
Boom.
Right.
So I feel like I get that. I get like a sense of scarcity there. I want to say, what else? Like losses, like like a big loss if some shit was to happen. I'm better with it now. I'm actually way better with it now, because like I'm prepared for it before it even happens.
Right.
But with that being said, like when certain losses happen, I used to just be like, bro, fuck, like stay in the world, like how am I recoup? But now that's just something I used to personally struggle with. What about you?
While I was thinking through that, for me, I would say it'd be like bullshit spending, like just like the little like if I wanna go shopping or something like that, it'd be like I'll beat myself up like for a little bit, like damn, I just spent this much on clothes, Like I get the whole thing about like cause I enjoy like dressing nice.
Yeah.
You know, but I feel like I limit myself. Like I'm like, nah, I ain't about to spend that much. Like, even though I can afford it too, like, and I think that's another big thing too. What you can afford and what you can buy are two different things.
That's a fact.
You feel me? If you have enough to buy it, don't mean you can afford it. You feel me?
Most of the time.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna just throw that in there. But so most of the time it'd be like, I can afford it, but I just like, nah, I'd rather just save it or whatever. Which has led to good things in the long run. But I feel like if I was to, in that area, if I had an abundance, I'd be like, let me just
cop it.
Just buy it. Fuck it, like, it's just only such and such. It's coming back. Like, you know, I would just say you shouldn't do it, but it is coming back. You feel me?
Like I said, in certain situations, like I do think you should just like go for it.
Yeah, right.
But I just think there's too much like going on. Like people have like a whole month where they celebrate their birthday, and then like after that month, they'll still be on bullshit spending. It's like, bro, you just had a whole month for your birthday, and you still talking about abundance. It's like over. Like, bro, that's crazy.
That. That's one area.
But I mean, like I said, I struggle with it, so I don't know what's right about the abundance mindset. I just think positive. I think anything's possible that you want to make possible.
Right.
So I don't know if that's abundance. I don't know if that's what it is.
Right.
Another thing I used to struggle with the abundance mindset is like I remember, especially like growing up, I really didn't have an abundance mindset at all. So growing up it was rough. So I'd be like,
I'm gonna just throw this in. I'm my fault for cutting you off, but it'd be like time I have like holes in my sweatpants, but I'll have the bread to buy clothes, but I'll be like, I do not care, bro. I'm thugging it. Have whatever saved up, but like nah, not right now. But go ahead, my fault.
No, I feel you. But I was gonna say like in school, for example, like I was always pressed to just about making money in school, so I was just always nervous because I knew it was hard. Everybody don't graduate and just start making kids.
Yeah, right.
So I was just like, how the hell am I gonna do this? And like you'll look at the percentages, right? The statistics. I feel like those could be like your worst enemy sometimes when you're trying to do something, because you'll look at statistics and you'll see how rare it is, and then you'll be like, oh damn, I already know somebody who fits this description. You might be that 1% from this school.
Right.
But that doesn't mean anything. It's not like this nigga reading the statistics and it's like, you can't make it. He made It's just how it works.
It's filled up. It's all done.
Right. So I feel like that's something that used to like mess me up because I'd be like, damn, bro, if he make it, I mean, I can't make it because it's only 1% of people that do this anyway.
Right. Okay. I
type
see,
shit. You know what I'm saying? So I had to get over that because it really is like unlimited money out here.
Yeah, for sure. That's the thing. It's like that'll be like you said it too. Like we'll think just because you made this, you took it from somebody else. Nah, it's all in the market to like for everybody to grab. So I don't think there's like a limit to it. And I think once you change that mindset, like all right, just because your neighbor doing this, don't mean you can't do it too if you really want. You know, like.
And that applies to more than just one thing. Like I'm talking about money because that's just where my focus is. Right. But it applies to like romances, you know what I'm saying? Opportunities, happiness, all that joint.
For sure. Like it could be stuck up on a female and it's like, yo, bro. And it be time like, yo, if shorty don't want you, bro, let it go.
And that's one of the ones you really have to have an abundance mindset.
Let it go,
in the romance field because it's like, it's literally like more women than men. And
that's what I'm saying.
And it's just like
that's a whole book of chapters we could get into, but and it'd be like I feel like people be holding. I'm not even gonna get into it.
I get it, bro.
But that area too is like with like you said, relationships.
What you think causes my bad? What you think using the whole shit? You good. What you think causes a lack of abundance mentality?
Scarcity.
Yeah.
I would say scarcity.
I mean, yeah, but like what causes the scarcity? Like what do you think? Why are people so scarce minded?
When you lack something, so like if you struggle in an area, once you attain that, you feel like you gotta hold on to whatever it is. Like let's say for a guy, he's not, let's say we're gonna use relationships. Let's say he's not a ladies guy, you know? And
well said.
Say he's not a ladies guy. And then he gets a girlfriend. Now, if the respect isn't there and she's like mistreated or whatever, the fact that he like isn't a ladies guy he's gonna put up with more stuff than somebody that's like has respect for themselves or like, you know, and is like, it's like, no, he wants to hold on to that more. Like, yo, he'd be, fuck you, I ain't
Right.
And he's like, yo, babe, sorry, just, you know.
But you remember the lonely times, the struggle that it took to get the first girlfriend.
Yeah, right. So he's like, I'm gonna stick it out because this ain't coming around no more. So it's like, but not knowing like, yo, having that abundance mindset is like, all right, you only put up with what you allow in your life. So having that abundance mindset is like, yo, all right, I'm not putting up with this. Get it out your life, and then somebody else will come along. Same thing on the flip side with a female. Like, yo, if her dude, you know, doing whatever, such and such, he start beating on her. She's like, oh, no, don't leave, da, da, da. It's like, it's just a fact. I was gonna laugh till you laugh. It's just a fact. It's just a fact of like, yo, it's just, you just hold on to whatever you know you lack. So we could use that, like you said, with relationships, money, like a job. Like, yo, you could be mistreated at a job, and it's just like, yo, I don't have no money, so I'm gonna stick it out. You know, like a job. We hear all the time, like, yo, you don't need a 9 to 5, but sometimes a job means a roof. A job means food. A job means like clothing. So it's like,
for sure.
When you messing with your necessities, it's like you'll put up with a lot from lack of whatever you know you're lacking abundance in. But
that struggle to get there, really make you like you said, want to hold on to it once you get it. Right.
Yeah. And just not knowing any better. What you think though?
Nah, I agree with you. But I was gonna say to another point, it's like you made me realize something when you talked about like that hypothetical when you said like a man or something about romantically having a partner for the first time. You never really had a partner.
Right.
I was thinking like, okay, so he adapts in that scenario, right? He adapts an abundant mentality. He realizes he's being mistreated. He gets self-respect, all of that good stuff, and he leaves her, right? Just because he has an abundance mentality doesn't mean he's oblivious.
Right. That's
like, I feel like another thing, like going back to that quote, it changes your behavior. So you may attract the abundance mentality and be like, yo, it's unlimited women out here. You may try a couple times and be like, okay, I'm not like that. I need to get in the gym. I need to do something. Now you're thinking, okay, Now you may be a little discouraged. You're like, okay, I tried. There's a lot of women out here, but they ain't jacking me. There must be something wrong with the women.
Exactly.
If you keep an abundance mind mentality, you'll be like, nah, it's not something wrong with the women. It must be my approach.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you start to work on yourself, and then now you can take advantage of that abundance.
Exactly.
If that makes sense.
I agree.
So that made me think of that. That made me, okay.
Right.
Yeah, I'm figuring it out.
Right.
I'm figuring it out.
Because, I don't think it's just, the mindset shift is the root. Because everything after that, that's when everything changes, I think. Because in the beginning, it's like, all right. Just like you said, it's not like, all right, it's abundance. You walk outside. Shit just start coming to you. Like, nah, it ain't about to just, everything just switch just because you said, oh yeah, it's abundance. It's abundance. Yeah, that's it. I'm done. You just go on. Right, abundance.
I feel like a lot of people do that.
Right.
They just say abundance and manifesting.
What you mean you don't want me? Abundance. Abundance. Stop playing with me. You just cast the abundance spell and you just straight, everything good. But nah, you got it still comes with like the mindset shift, changes the behavior, changes the outcome. So it's like, it starts with the mindset. Like, and that's, I feel like that's the root of everything, the mindset.
Are there stages to abundance though? Cause like, say you do the mindset shift, like my man's in the scenario, he left his girl, now he getting, you feel me, he got more self-respect and he realized the opportunities out there. And now he's trying to take advantage of those opportunities, but they're not clicking. Where do you go from there?
I would think the abundance is like, it doesn't, like you continue to have the mindset, like, it's not working, but I know it's out there.
Right.
So it just, cause I think that's the abundance mindset in itself.
Yeah.
That was a hard little, but yeah, I think that's the abundance mindset in itself. Like, it's just, no matter what my outcome is, I know it's still out there.
Copy.
It's kind of like having faith for real. Like, just like, all right, it's not my reality right now, but I know it's out there.
Right.
So.
But I feel like knowing ain't enough, bro. Yeah, it's out there, but what you gonna do to get it?
You gotta do it, for sure. You gotta put it to work for sure. For sure, yeah, for sure. Cause if it's like you go 5-10 years and you just still talking abundance.
Yeah, it's like, brother.
Right.
Let's assess what's going on here. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta assess the situation. Yeah. Changes, cause saying abundance ain't gonna do it. We're not gonna just scream abundance at the top of our lungs. And then think things are gonna change, but
yeah, and I think like it's just another piece that you add to your bag of like just tools that you use to get through it, right? To proceed. Abundance itself is helpful in opening your mind to opportunities, but you're gonna need like discipline and consistency and work ethic to take advantage of that.
That's a fact.
So I'm cool with that. We figured out abundance. That was good for me. Like I needed that for real.
Nah, word up.
Talking through that situation for real.
Okay, because it's like, even like, you have, like, how would do Motorola still make phones?
They might make phone parts, but I don't
if they, well, whatever, let's say, who made BlackBerry?
Motorola.
Okay, so if they still, I want to make this point, because if they still make phones, they have to have an abundance mindset to compete with Apple.
Yeah.
Because the amount of market share Apple has is like, there's
Samsung.
no way you Samsung, like, you gotta have like some kind of, like, yo, I know they killing it.
But I think they do make phones. They made a Moto something.
Yeah, some little, something in some sub-market. They're like, all right, we're gonna take care of y'all.
Yeah.
And it's just like, no matter, even though Apple and the Samsung are the majority, I'm still gonna come in here and, do what I gotta do.
Right.
So it's like,
that's a good point.
Right.
Businesses have to have a
have
abundance mindset.
To jump in there and start jumping
or else you're gonna fail instantly.
If you don't believe that, it's like, nah, yeah, you done from off rip.
Yeah.
But I think it plays in a lot.
For sure. But, yeah, I ain't had nothing else.
Well, yeah. That's abundance for you. See how you can apply abundance in your life,
Let us know how you feel about abundance, because as you can see, I didn't really know how to feel about it, given like what it was and everything. I do a little bit of research to figure that out, and this talk actually helped me solve the whole like circle, honestly. So let us know how you feel. Were we off on some points? What do you think? Are you applying abundance in your life right now? And if so, how are you? How are you applying abundance in your life right now?
Right now, like I was just telling you the other day, I literally, like, I went to this gas station, right? And I noticed it was like three something for the gas, whatever. But when I pulled up to the pump, but I was regular. I put premium in. I look at the tank. It's like, it's not the tank, the little, you know, it's where it says the sticker shit. It say like 570. So I'm like, oh nah, that's gonna hurt. So I'm like, whatever. I'm like, yo, fill it up premium.
When was this?
This on 22.
Okay.
This was on 22, and I wasn't gonna go there, but me being me, I waited till last minute to go get some gas.
Oh, yeah. I always do that.
Literally, it said 1 mile. And it said dash. So it was 0. It was at 0. And I'm like, I gotta get to the first gas station.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, fill it up, premium, I look back, it just said like 99.67. So basically $100. So on the whole drive back home, like, damn, I should have just put 10 there, go to a different gas station, fill it up, and then I'd have been good. I'm like, yo, bro, I'll probably pay like 30, 35 more over what I usually would pay.
Yeah.
But it's like, yo, it's not that serious. It's like, yo, just get it over with. Don't, and this is something small, but like this could happen like many times in life where we just like try to focus on the pennies or try to focus on the small situations. It's like, yo, it's over with. Like just get over it.
That's been the biggest way for me too, because I used to really harp on my losses and really like hate them shits.
Right.
But yeah, for example, like I need a new catalytic converter. I'm trying to plan my vacation. And I still got laptop to buy and stuff, and I'm not even like worried about it. It's gonna happen.
Right, you have to do the things you have to do.
It's gonna happen.
Right.
It's gonna happen.
Right. So it's like short of that time where you like, yo, damn, but I gotta. Oh man, it's like, yo, just get through it. If it's something that has to happen, just get through it. Like, it's
and
like,
that's what it does. It does limit that like buffer time for you to be upset and then fix your problem. It's like,
exactly.
All right, now I can just fix it.
Just fix it. Just fix it. Some things aren't gonna be able to be that. It's good that the things that can be fixed that quick can be fixed that quick.
Word.
So you know, just get through them. Just fix them, and then it's like
it's way worse stuff.
Right, right. And it's like some things that take real time to fix. So that's the things like, damn, I really got it. Sheesh, whatever it may be. But
yeah,
I think the blessing to be able to just get through those problems is what we miss on too sometimes. But yeah, now what about yourself? What you
Yeah, same thing, bro. Just like same shit. Just losses. Like, just getting over that, and same thing with like the romance field. Just understanding it's too much.
How you think abundance in the romance field?
How I? We ain't gonna talk about that. But that's been the episode.
We're gonna catch you on one of these episodes, man. We're gonna catch you. I'm gonna do it for the people.
Ain't catching me, brother. Like I said, we don't know where you going. We don't know what you moving towards, but we hope you moving on purpose. Yes, and we out.
We out, man. Thanks for tuning in.
For surely. Like, comment, subscribe, all that.